Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dante,
My name's Al.
and this is another episode of So Dope.
How y'all doing tonight?
Oh boy, this is the first episode where we're not sharing the same damn microphone.
Thank God.
Oh, I was so tired of that, dude.
Yeah, for those of you who are frequent listeners to our podcast, I'm sure you have noticed that the audio is pretty shaky and pretty crappy, I ain't gonna lie, but that's because things have been difficult for us.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress, and we have been having to share the same microphone, which I know for those of you who are professional podcasters, or at least think you are, that is like the most immature way to do it. But hey, everybody starts out somewhere. We're not perfectionists.
Exactly, folks, and we aren't professionals in any way, shape, or form, nor do we even consider ourselves to be professionals in any way.
One thing you got to understand about us is that we do not believe in ego or narcissism under any circumstances. And if you do think we're egotistical or narcissistic, that's something that we just try not to be. It's just something that comes out naturally.
Exactly, guys. Exactly. And eventually we are going to have a video for the podcast, which basically, I mean, is you're going to be able to see us while we're doing the podcasting. But you know what's funny? I have the adapter behind me. I don't understand why I didn't set that up before we did this test to make sure that worked.
Well, that's why this is the crash course.
I'm a dumbass. I should have made sure that worked.
Well, think about what hour it is. I mean, we both have like, not exactly insomnia, but definitely.
Oh, if you're telling me that I have insomnia, really? I mean, you're not lying because I barely can sleep as it is anyways.
I have developmental insomnia, as one puts it. Like, my body has become trained to live off of like 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night.
That's why doing this now is gonna do nothing to me. Like, I'm easily gonna be able to sleep.
I'm probably going to knock out cold turkey the moment I fall asleep on the couch. Yes, I said couch. Like, until I move in, for those of you who want to know the
yeah, that's something we haven't talked about.
Oh, yes. Drum roll, please. I'm moving in.
That was the worst drum roll. I don't have a drum roll sound effect for that.
That is why I'm going to be getting us an audio mixer. Yes, you heard that, folks. One of the next things for our upgrade, as I call it, we're going to be giving you the rundown on our frequent upgrades as to how our studio it gets better and better as time progresses.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm going to be getting us an audio mixer in order to shake things up and make it more spicy, like Latin food.
Exactly, because I told you to buy the mic that I have because it has an XLR cable. If you go into the box that's behind us right now, you'll see the XLR cable. So once we get that sound, I can't speak. You know what I'm talking about. The damn
audio mixer.
Thank you. I couldn't speak.
It's just an audio mixer.
The audio mixer. The audio is going to sound 10 times better.
Yeah, and we'll be able to add sound effects. And also it comes with, the one I found comes with like voice changing or at least like voice effects.
Oh, see, now we can have a custom intro. There it is.
Exactly.
Now we're going to have a custom intro.
Fun. That's what we can do. We can have some fun.
Exactly. I also want to give a huge shout out to my sister because she listens to our podcast like every single time that we do an episode. So I want to give a special thank you to her. I also, unfortunately, don't want to do this, but I have to. I want to give a shout out to my cousin Al for having his second kid.
What?
He's having a second kid.
Well, you
He's
told
having
me
a girl.
that you told me that she was pregnant, but like
yeah, they're having a second kid. They had a boy and now they're having a girl.
Oh my god! Well, perfect.
And he
perfect
wants
combo.
us to do behind the mulch too. He wants us to handle it.
Oh no! It's about time. Look, Al, props to you. You're awesome. Thank you for the many times you have given us free shows at Amica Mutual Pavilion. By the way, even though we are not sponsors, we technically are sponsors.
www.ajtsupplysucks.com.
Ha ha ha. Another segment of Roasted Mulch.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Oh, come on. You love it just as much as I do. Yes. Yeah. No, I'm glad. I'm glad he's finally choosing us as like his media team because we've been kind of pushing that on him for a while. And he's a great guy, and we know that he likes to stick to his guts, his instincts, and that kind of businessman notion. But once in a while, you got to kind of like stretch outside of your comfort zone and try something new.
And he's allowing us to finally do it.
It's about time. Like I'm stoked for this. I'm high as a kite, like higher than Elton John was on cocaine back in the 80s.
There it fucking is. There it is, folks. There
for those
it is.
Of you who
higher
don't
than
know.
Elton John.
And I don't think you can go any higher than that.
No.
Except maybe Woody Harrelson.
Well,
because he did way more than just cocaine.
Well, you see, Yeah, you're
Here's
not
the problem is that Dante knows very well that I basically am a narc, but that's what happens if you grow up surrounded by people who have done just about every drug in the book except for PCPs, meth, and bath salts. You learn a thing or two, and people will say to you, you might as well be working for the DEA. I've thought about it once or twice, but not my glass of vodka.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's just like the war on drugs is something that
is unbeatable. Don't get me started on that.
It's something that's unbeatable,
that's a topic
but
you
that's
don't want to
politics.
get into.
That's just politics.
Please, they've been saying that they can clean up methadone mile for years in Boston. That still has yet to happen. I'm still friggin' waiting. Mayor Wu.
There's actually there was actually a famous, he's still alive, I believe, called El Americano. He was from Boston. He was a drug dealer. And he made a famous statement about the war on drugs and how it's just something that can't be beaten under any circumstances.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, I actually use it in My Cousin Juan. That's like the part of the opening is his quote.
Oh, I forgot about the Cousin Juan that we're doing.
Yes.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I've had to take a break from the writing because I've just been a workaholic nonstop. For those of you,
he's an alcoholic.
I am not an alcoholic. I've never. That's him speaking. And
that's not me. I'm not an alcoholic. Okay, you can't speak on my bottle of Hennessy that I have on my nightstand. You can't speak on the bottles of Corona that I have. Okay, stop calling.
You love that stuff, though.
Listen, I like to have a beer once or two, but
I'm about to turn 29 next month, and I've never gotten drunk or had a hangover in my lifetime. So what's that say about me?
Yeah, fair point. Yeah. Also,
For those of you who have ever had a father who is an alcoholic, don't follow in their footsteps. I made sure to do that, and hey, I turned out very well.
Did you? That is my bedtime alarm.
You have a bedtime alarm?
No, it's because I track my sleep. Yeah, that's actually, so it tells me when to go to bed. I don't know why it's telling me 12:50. It should have told me at midnight.
I don't know. Maybe you just postponed it because we've been so busy.
I have no fucking idea. But guys, I'm recording these episodes, and we're going to be creating a YouTube channel where you're going to be able to watch and listen to every single one of these. And so I'm going to be using OBS. Fuck Riverside. I've been trying to get Riverside to work. I know we're on Spotify. I know we're on Apple Music, but I just can't get them to work.
Riverside isn't working for you anymore?
It's not uploading anything to Spotify.
Damn.
So I honestly might just do this off of YouTube.
I track our stuff on Spotify. And what I mean by track is like I like to see once in a while, like, hey, that episode we recorded, did it make it to Spotify yet? And like the last episode that made it to Spotify was Christmas Chaos. We're going to be shaking it up even more this holiday season.
Yeah.
I'll have more Sleigh Bell satires coming your way.
Sleigh Bell satire. There it is.
Oh, come on. You had to mute yourself when you heard one of them because you were laughing.
I wish I had the song because I so would have played it right now. But it's somewhere in my files on my phone. I don't know exactly where.
Our holiday specials, let's put it this way. I cannot emphasize this enough. I am not drunk when I write it. I am clean, sober as can be. The only thing I'm high on is caffeine from like my third cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Yes, but that was that. Going back to Spotify and its errors. That's the last episode we recorded that made it to Spotify, which has been kind of frustrating and disappointing in my opinion, because I don't know why we're just not making progress with that. We keep recording more and more. Like, we should be all over Spotify at this point.
Oh, the problem is why we're not over Spotify is because Riverside has been fucking up on me.
So we ditch Riverside and move on.
Absolutely. And when we finally get that soundboard, we'll actually be able to put sound effects, our intro on it, and everything.
I've actually thought it might not be a bad idea, and I'm just pitching this now.
And actually,
I've been looking into like a podcast convention. Like, I know they have like
I've been meaning to
stuff like that.
I've been meaning to pod. There it is. I've been meaning to put something through you as well. So I know you want your desk in our office, right?
Yeah.
So unfortunately, with doing that, we're gonna be limited on space here.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is right where our you guys can't see what I'm talking about, but right where our counter is, we put 2 chairs there, and we just hang stuff behind us there. And your desk can go over here, and this can kind of be the office side of things and the business end. And our actual chairs can go over there when we have to do an episode, and then put two tables.
Yeah, we're still working on the geography. Once we're recording and doing actual video, and you see what our studio looks like,
that's why we're not doing any sort of video, because
we're not ready.
We're not ready. Audio, we're 100. We just got audio 100% ready, but now we're just trying to get the
studio, the design, the decor, everything.
Exactly, the studio, design, decor, all that fun jazz.
Yes, yeah. It's a work in progress. None of this stuff happens overnight. And, of course, due to inflation and corruption within the United States economy, things ain't cheap.
No, they are not anymore.
No, trust me. I work 7 days a week, Monday
Even
to
your
Sunday.
Simple car payments.
Still, like, it drives me off the rails.
Even your simple car payments are stupid expensive.
Yeah, like literally, I actually had my credit card terminated in order to get a controlled credit card that has like an absolute limit on it, because a credit card officially has been labeled as a death trap.
Yeah, I gotta say, like even the interest rates, like they'll start charging like $100 in interest.
Yeah, I'm gonna be getting a controlled credit card with like only $200 on it.
I think I might, once I pay off all my credit cards, I'm gonna terminate all of them and just do something like that.
I have already had mine terminated.
I'm about to. Once I pay off mine, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, because I hate being in debt more than anything else. It drives me crazy. I mean, even with like end of the month bills, I sort of cringe a bit. I mean, obviously,
everybody cringes on bills.
Yes, yeah. I mean, but because like no matter how hard I work and how much slave labor I put in, it's still not enough. I mean, like I work 2 jobs in order to keep myself moving forward. Not only that, but I also have to support family. That's a different story for another day. We'll get into that probably on another episode. But yeah, like I bust my ass nonstop and it's still not enough. And of course, I'm trying to balance out making sure that I can support myself, support my family, and of course make this podcast and our media mission even more of, well, it's already a reality, but kind of get to that point we want to get to.
Exactly. I mean, we have so much to do to get to that point, Alex.
Yeah, it's probably like, I mean, I move in next month and I think only like 10 days now. I'm not counting. Then again, I've been working. I just finished a 12-hour shift, so my brain is pretty much fried.
My brain is mush.
Mine's fried like chicken.
I had fried chicken today. It was fucking great.
Trust me, the confusion when like you've done all your runs and stuff like that kicked in much earlier than anticipated. I was supposed to take somebody to CAT scan. I took them to X-ray instead.
It's right next to each other.
Exactly.
How?
Because I've been running around like a madman for hours and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I hadn't... what is it? Also, I always make the mistake of not hydrating enough. This is my liquid diet when working at a hospital. 3 cups of coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
Energy drink with lunch. Dr. Pepper or Coca-Cola with dinner in order to get through the final shift.
That's a debate because Dr. Pepper does not have that much energy, but we can talk about that one.
Well, Dr. Pepper's my favorite soda, so...
But anyways, this was the first recording. Wanted to do a longer one to see how everything came out. But once we officially get the studio, everything looking good, we'll do an actual first episode as a video. Might have to do some rearranging up in this room.
The geography is still very shaky in here, and by the geography, I mean just
even if we have to get 2 smaller desks just to even make it work.
Yeah, it's a work in progress, and nothing happens overnight, like I've said before. So this is very much a step-by-step, day-by-day. But I have a feeling it's going to get bigger and better a lot faster than we anticipate.
Well, I honestly think that once we start spreading, because the thing is with YouTube, a lot of video podcasts on YouTube, I've been looking at statistics and a bunch of other stuff, and they've been blowing up.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I don't know what it is with podcasting this year, but holy shit, I've
actually been told that podcasts have become even more popular than YouTube itself.
Well, because YouTube's a giant business. That's the problem. YouTube is becoming this big business bureau of money, and that's all it is. And
yeah,
all they care about is ads and revenue.
I hate
and
the ads. That's the thing that's driven me crazy and has started to, in my opinion, just permanently ruin YouTube is advertisement after advertisement.
Oh, I hate it.
I mean, I just like I simply want to watch a brief music video, but I have to watch some sort of stupid advertisement for Expedia beforehand. Everybody already knows how Expedia works.
Exactly.
Like, do we need to be watching it on YouTube? Like, literally, I'm trying to get into a state of zen and listen to a good, relaxing song, but you have to brainwash me with ads that everybody already knows about? Like, come on. Like, the bureaucracy is really fucked up, and I'm sick and tired of it.
Exactly. I also just sent a photo over to Albert from behind the mulch, be like, haha, we're better than you.
Oh, my God. Must you always do that with him? I mean, I think
it's great every time I do it.
Sometimes
come on, you have to. I do it every time with him. You damn well know.
And before you know it, he's just gonna like see what the studio itself looks like, and his jaw is probably gonna drop tenfold.
Probably. Most likely.
Oh, yeah. But here's the thing. He knows it's a win-win situation because even though we're roasting him, at the same time, we're promoting his business and making more progress for him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that's where we're going to end it for tonight. I am fucking exhausted.
I'm shot to shit completely. I
need
to sleep.
This was more of just a test of make sure everything's functioning properly.
Yeah. This was Crash Course.
Crash Course 101. The USB splitter, for some reason, doesn't want to work. But it's working on here.
Thank God.
So that's a plus.
Yes,
so I know I didn't waste money there.
So.
Next we'll get the visual, which is the video.
Yes.
And probably most likely 9 times out of 10, I might I can't because I need an extension cord. Fucking shit.
I think in a few weeks I'll be able to rake in and get us the audio mixer. I'm not sure. I mean, I just got to bust my ass for
you can do a couple overtime shifts.
I already do that. I mean, I'm picking up a 12-hour tomorrow, and I just slaved away doing a 12-hour.
As long as we have this for now. But once we get the audio mixer, and then you just need the audio mixer and you need this mic, because then we can plug the XLRs right into it.
Yeah.
And then be set.
I also looked at another mic that's just similar to it, only a little cooler, but we'll talk about that afterwards.
Well, I just got this one because, one, it's affordable for all of us, and it's metal design, and it's perfect for it. And it's good for compact if we ever said, hey, we're gonna, make our podcast, movable, we can just pack this up and literally take a laptop with us. And
like I said, I told you, I've been actually looking to see if they have like podcast conventions, because I think though if we could get our leg into doing one of those or going to one in general, I think that could really be a big boost to get more followers, more recognition, and hey, even go into the big leagues, as one might put it.
Well, that's obviously going to come with time.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I'm just doing my homework.
That's not a 100% guarantee. No. But obviously, we need more organization with our podcasts and stuff.
And we need to make them longer too. That's the thing about the people who get into the big leagues, is that they find a way to just make their podcasts longer.
Half the podcasts I've been listening to are like 2 hours long.
Same.
How do you yap your mouth off for 2 hours?
Well,
I don't do this.
Part of it is, let's put it this way, I think like 50% scripted, 50% natural personality.
Yeah, like I've had people, I know we keep saying we're going to end this, but I've had people reach out to me on Facebook. If you guys want to reach out to us, it's sodopepod2023@gmail.com. And people have been reaching out and they want to become a part of the podcast.
Well, that's a good thing.
I know. I haven't even checked.
In fact, what
what's
was
funny?
Like,
I haven't even checked.
We were doing one of our separated recordings, as I like to call them, because what I mean by that is, like you're here and I'm at my current slum of an apartment.
Well, that's done with.
Exactly. That'll be finished with in a matter of days. And my wife was watching us do a recording. She's like, that's it? Like, she was expecting longer. So if she's like expecting longer, that means
that's
we need to
most
make
likely
it
everybody
longer.
is expecting a longer podcast in a way.
Yes. Yeah.
Which they will be longer, but we're just testing and getting stuff done. So
yeah, we're just
and a lot of podcasters use OBS because it's easy to record.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, we're gonna end it here. Thank you all so much for listening. This probably will never be uploaded, but this is more of a test for us.
No, come on, let's upload it just for
the hell? I don't even know where I'd upload it to. Where would I even upload this to?
YouTube, man. You can upload anything there. You can upload like cheap porn, I think.
Oh, Jesus.
And by cheap porn, I mean that sex tape you choose to make with your wife and she doesn't
know
it.
Jesus. Demonetized like a bitch.
Oh, come on.
Oh, we were already demonetized otherwise anyways.
Oh, come on. You know for a fact that we like to be raunchy once in a while, and I have an interesting
that is true. We do have a raunchy podcast, and I will happily say it.
But we do know how to be down to earth and get in touch with reality. But I'm very enthusiastic about a certain level of dark humor from time to time. Something I inherited from sharing the same birthday with Stanley Kubrick. And he was the
I forgot about that. I forgot you and him shared. God, we're going to go on for hours with this shit.
Oh my God.
We can talk hours for this.
Oh, definitely.
But anyways, guys, we're going to end here. Him and I are going to quickly listen to this back, make sure everything's fine. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. Actually, this is long enough probably. Oh, shit. If we're over the time limit, I don't know if I'm over 3 minutes. We probably recorded over 3 minutes already. But I'm pretty sure I can put some of this on my TikTok page so people can listen to it. But I'll put you know what I'll do? I'll put a sample of this on my TikTok page tonight. And we'll see if it uploads just fine.
You see, folks, he's like the social media junkie as well. Me,
I
kind of stay off social media. I'm not a big social media guy. I mean, it's kind of made things difficult for me in the past, but that's water under the bridge, and I'm just trying to move forward.
Do you understand now that you're in the podcast world, now that you're going to have to start getting on social media, start promoting this
I need to be
getting it out there? It's the only way this is going to grow, dude.
Facebook and Instagram more often. I don't. TikTok's not really my thing. I don't know why I never got a craving for it.
That's another thing, too. We should create a Facebook page for this.
Yes, yeah. Like, I'm willing to walk back into, like, Facebook and Instagram, obviously, for business. And by business, I mean doing this, which is something that
Let's go into your stage name. I'll toss it here.
Yeah.
So you can do. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. And y'all have a fantastic evening. Adios. Oh, well, there's the camera. Hey, wait. Hold on. There he is. I'm here. I totally forgot that I had my webcam on. That is funny as shit. Oh, I'm never deleting that. I'm not deleting that. Hold on. Well, if you really want to open up your big fucking mouth. Hold on. Fuck yeah. Hold on. See, this is why it's a crash course. This is why it's a crash course. Because we still don't know what the fuck we're doing. Well, actually, once we do, that camera that you guys see... That's a vlog. Well, yeah, but that's also going to be the webcam. Yeah. Which I would love to see if I can get working. The actual camera that I have that's stored away right That's now, stored. That thing cost me 3 months' salary. Oh, Jesus. Yes, I coughed up a lot of money for that thing, but it was... Come a little closer. No, seriously, like, it was worth it. I do not regret spending that money under any circumstance. Well, that's true. So, guys, hey, I didn't expect to do this. I just hit Seed 4. I forgot that had the full view webcam. That is actually really fucking funny, honestly. This actually gives me an idea on how we can do this podcast, too. But, all right, now we're really going to end it. I swear to God. Okay, there we go. We're back on the main screen.
Yes.
All you all have a wonderful evening, and thank you for tuning. Have a good night.
Adios.